It is week 3 of the LCS, and I'm joined by Flyquest support player Cryogen. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, of course.
So, kind of a rough end to that series, unfortunately. Sentinels was able to pull off the win. Give me your quick thoughts on kind of like what happened in that game 3 specifically to that allowed them to win instead of Flyquest.
I think we repeated a bit of like some old bad habits that we had, and we just kind of sometimes we have a problem of not letting the game play itself out and just being too impatient or too undisciplined. And I think today kind of showed, but obviously there's a lot to take away from the series.
Yeah, I agree. It's only 3 weeks in, but for your own sake, how do you feel about your own play? Raz back there doing a little goofy shit.
I think there's a lot of I have a lot of like up and down moments.
Yeah.
Some good, some bad, obviously, but definitely I've gone a long way since the year started. I have a lot more to look at, and honestly, I feel like I'm not one of the stronger supports right now. I feel like there's a lot I could actually work on. But honestly, every day I'm just trying to be the best version of myself and just push myself to just be. My goal is always to be like the best in my role in the region, and obviously go to Worlds is one of my main goals right now, actually, or just like go to an international. So I think I feel like I have a lot more work to do, but obviously I have my moments.
Yeah, no, that's a great goal to have. I mean, just like. And I think you also are staying very humble, and I think that's also important for a player to be in a situation, especially it's your rookie split. In fact, let's move on to that question basically, which is, how do you feel you're doing? It's your first year playing, and I think you're doing well, but I want to hear how you kind of feel you're doing, just like filling the shoes of Busio right now, because he was one of the, if not the best support player that came out of North America, and now you're kind of stepping into that role. Not to say that it's on your mind all the time, but like, do you feel that at all?
I think definitely going into the year, I like kind of realized how much like of a space there was kind of left, or like how much of a void there was that he left. But I think Moss is very knowledgeable about the role. Obviously working with Busio for a long time, I think him and Busio are very, they're just very smart players, and I think they know a lot about their roles, and even Moss knows a lot about the sport role. So I think just my overall performance, I think I've been doing okay. I think there are definitely lower expectations from the, I guess, like the general public about like how I guess I would do going in, but I think I've been doing decent, but there's still a lot more of the year left and a long way to go.
Yeah, no, like you continue to stay humble, which is an awesome like trait to have. And you don't seem like you have like a big head, but like you are performing very well, in my opinion. So moving on to some other questions I have for you. So if you could be any animal, like if not a spirit animal, but if you were transformed into an animal, what would you be?
I think I'd always be like a bird. I think I've always just like flying, and like younger I was like, I thought being like a pilot was cool, or like being like an astronaut. So like just being high, I guess. I thought it was cool. So just like a bird.
I hate that there's no birds behind us, but I can picture you as a bird.
Yeah, I think flying is pretty cool.
I like that. Pick one, 6 or 7.
7. I think 7's a cool number.
Good answer. Yeah. Good answer. Okay, why do you think people hate Yuumi?
I think people think the champion just doesn't play, or like the champion plays itself, or like it's easy. But I think the champion's pretty hard actually. I feel like there's a lot you can do, like especially in laning phase. You can be very creative with the champion, I think. And I think people just don't understand how difficult the champion actually can be.
So do you hate Yuumi?
No, I think she's pretty creative actually. I think she's pretty fun. Yeah.
What's your favorite support to play?
I think Bard, but honestly, if I'm trying to win, probably Karma. Yeah, because I haven't lost a single game on it, so.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, and we were saying earlier, like Bard, I love the champion.
I think it's a cool champ design, yeah.
And you were telling me back home is where?
Georgia.
Georgia, okay. Yeah. What do you think of LA?
I think the weather's nice, but it's really expensive.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of noise pollution, so.
That's right, we were talking about like maybe loud noises outside your apartment, like weird, like homeless people or crackheads or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a nice place, but. Yeah, most of the time I don't pay for a lot of my stuff, so pretty blessed about that.
That's stay blessed. What's your favorite like food to eat like here in LA that maybe you couldn't get back home?
Oh, honestly, there's a lot of good food.
We do have a lot of good food here.
A lot of like good breakfast places actually. There's a lot of good cafes.
What's your favorite like breakfast thing to eat? Like breakfast burrito or like?
Yeah, honestly, if I'm like really like trying to treat myself, probably a breakfast burrito.
Yeah. Do you have like one close by you that you like? Or is it just anywhere?
Just anywhere, honestly. I like breakfast burritos. And then
What do you get in your burrito? What kind of breakfast burrito?
breakfast burrito, like eggs, tater tots. If I'm really like gluttonous, eggs and tater tots, and then like bacon or like sausage or something like that, cheese. Sounds pretty good.
Throw
honestly.
avocado in there or what?
I actually don't really like avocado.
You don't like avocado.
No.
You're in the wrong side of town, man.
I actually do not like avocado.
Dude, Cali people love avocados, especially. So you don't like avocado?
Not really.
Okay, looking at Dig next week,
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling going into that series? Are you feeling confident? Are you nervous at all? I think you had told me a little bit about like you don't think they're the worst team,
Mm-hmm.
but they're a little bit lower. Yeah, speak to me a little bit about the matchup with Dig.
Yeah, I don't think they're like a bad team actually. I think they're pretty decent. I think they have a lot of experience on the team, but obviously we're feeling confident. But obviously we have to go into the game with like keeping our heads low, just stay focused on the game, no matter what team it is. But yeah, I don't think they're bad, and I think it should be a pretty exciting matchup.
Yeah. When you say keep your head low, can you explain what that means to me?
Just no matter what team we're going against, always play to what we want to do, and like don't change how we want to play based on like I guess like who we're playing against.
So it's almost like play with the nameplates off. Like
I guess.
don't assume anything about this team.
Yeah, but I guess also just like focusing on what we want to do. I guess. Yeah, just like focusing on ourselves.
Awesome. Dude, thank you so much, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
See ya.